aláìní. Èrè ọba wa. Ọba pọ́nni lójú. Èrè ọba wa. Kábíyèsí ọba wa. Èrè ọba wa.
Oh yes, you are all right. No, you are not all right.
This Oba in this short film wants to show me that he's the only one that has agbada. What does he think? I have my own. Ha. See my own agbada. Yes, I have my own. Hello everybody, my name is Daniel and I'm very delighted to bring another movie review to you. Also sit back, relax and enjoy. I would like to applaud everyone that worked on this project. Chosen Mike Adeniran, Oluwa Sijibomi, Akinsami, and all of them that put together this project. This is the kind of film you release after one missed call and then I'll accept. Not The Devil is a Liar or any other short film that was released. I mean, this one was great. This one was powerful. So without any further ado, let's dive in straight into it. This one is titled Talon Joba. Is the interpretation is Who is Reigning. So it was written and directed by Chosen Mike Adeniran. So the executive producer was Oluwatobi Oba. The DOP and film editor was Chosen Mike Adeniran. Associate director was Oluwa CG Akinsami and Abiodun Emmanuel. So the continuity was done by Samson Adelolua. Sorry if I'm not getting the pronunciations right. The makeup artist on the set was Ayoade Adedokun. So the movie features cast like major cast, the narrator played by Abiodun Emmanuel, and then Oba Fipa Joba played by Oluwa CG Akinsami. So those were the major characters. There were other extras and all that, but I'm just going to stop here for the casting. So go and check it out and then let me know your thoughts about this movie in the comment section. Before I finally rate this movie, let me just be giving you a brief summary of the storyline. It tells the story of a certain community that had a good king, but they neglected that king and then elected another king, and then this king that they brought in began to became a trouble to them, began to suffer them, began to put them in perpetual poverty. He began to do so many things to them that they didn't bargain for in the beginning, and then the people were oppressed, not until they realized that they neglected God and then used their human power. They called back on God, and then God responded to their cry, and then God came back to their to their situation, and then they were redeemed from the hands of the Oba, who later died and was struck by a thunder, I think so. So this is all I'm able to gather for the storyline. Go check it out and then let me know your thoughts. Shout out to the things that I loved and things I did not like about the short film. The short film was beautiful. It was colorful. The cinematography was wow. The cinematography was so sweet. I give kudos to Chosen Mike Adeniran. Well done. The camera angles, drone shots was so beautiful. I mean, those drone shots, the way the camera was moving, everything was just so on point. The costume was on point as well. The concept was great. They didn't have to really use a real palace. They just used beside a rock, on top of a rock. They didn't have to go to a palace and shoot it in a palace, and I understood the concept and I related with the concept and I liked the concept. So the concept was great. I love that. They didn't give me what I was expecting. There was a kind of suspense. They didn't give me what I was expecting. Good acting. Everyone acted well except for some people I'm going to fault later. The narrator did well. He did a great job. He was narrating and also acting. That I really appreciated. Next thing was that the camera movement was great. The sound was very clear and loud. I could hear everything. So those were the things I loved about this movie. Straight up to the things I did not like about the movie. Absence of some cutaway shots. There were some cutaway shots I needed to see. I don't think there were cutaway shots in this short film. If there were, then the necessary ones were absent. I needed to see some cutaways that I did not see, that I fault the director or the cinematographer for. I didn't see some necessary and very important cutaways that will help me relate to the storyline better. Next thing was that the narrator said the rain has refused to fall, famine set in, but we could see the grasses were still green, everywhere was still greenish and so fine. I mean, what would it have cost them if they just went to a part of the forest that was dry so that they could take that shot in that part where the narrator said famine has set in, the rain has ceased? I mean, it didn't rhyme when the narrator was talking about the famine and then everywhere was still fresh. Next thing was that the sound of this short film was too, I guess it was too loud at some point I began to think the dialogue was not taken on set, as if it was recorded in the studio. I wish the sound was balanced enough for me to relate that the actors said what they said on set and not on studio. Next thing I did not like about the movie was that some people crying, the villagers who were oppressed and were crying, were not too believable. It was a kind of, the director was telling them what to do. They didn't really soak themselves into the character. They didn't really soak themselves into the character of someone who is oppressed by a wicked king. I wish they soaked themselves deeper than that. I couldn't really relate to their characters well. Next thing, which is the last I did not like about the short film, was the fact that you could see people still well dressed with their agbada and their beads during the time of recession. I mean, they started saying people are beginning to sell their properties and go into poverty, begin to borrow, but you could still see that those same people were putting on agbada and putting on their beads just like I'm putting on now. So that didn't work. People should have begun to maybe go without shirts, and maybe people should have begun, some of the characters, some of the cast were still putting on, were still well dressed in the time of recession. That I did not really like about the storyline. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all I'm able to gather for Talon, Joba. So I want to ask you, Talon, Joba, who is reigning in your life? According to this short film, there is a king reigning in every life, so you need to find out who is reigning in your own life. Kudos to the team once again. Chosen Mike Adeniran Oluwasiji, Scripture on Screen, and Christ Lovers Commission. You guys did a great job. I'm expecting more from you, and I wish this film wins Best Short Film in the Gospel Film Festival 2018. This is the best short film I've seen in 2018 so far. So I advise you all to go check it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. At last, I'll be rating this short film an 8.9 over 10. Bye for now. Catch you all later in the next one.